What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we've got our weekly recap. So let's go ahead and get right into that. Hold on. Let me go. Well, actually, let me do this first. So this week we were positive this week. We were up 1,500, so that's good. Actually, I'll just go here. This actually works. All right, so total P&L right now is at 1,200. So if we look, we had this day, we ended up taking, oh yeah. So it was actually 3 separate days technically, but it only counts it counts it as one here. So one of these trades, we can see this $500 one, I believe, yeah, this $500 one was actually done in the afternoon of this day. But, you know, futures closes at around 3:15, then open p.m. and then opens back up at like 5:15 or something. So it considers the end of the session as 3:15, and then starts the session at 5. I took my trade after 5, so that means from that 6 p.m. all the way to the very next day of 3 p.m. that next day is the session. So that's why it considers it this day instead. So it could be midnight of this day, and it still will consider it this day. Or like, it'll be like 11. Still will be this day. And then the next morning, I took a trade, and I won. And then again, Friday, I took a win. So, let's go ahead and go through it. So, I actually only did my trade recap for Fridays, so we're going to have to go back into the charts for these two. So my entry time was at 6:38. December 10th, 6:38. All right. December 10th, 6:38. December 10th. Alright. So essentially this right here was my entry. Hold on, I'm just trying to find... So I think it was like around here, so 6:38, right? So why did I enter? Right there, okay. Where is 6:38 at over here? Okay, right there. Alright, so we ended up tapping this fair value gap here. Boom. Okay, never mind. But we did this fair value gap tap. So we tapped it. Boom, 2 candles of displacement downwards. But here's the thing. Look, it didn't close below, so it didn't break structure. So I didn't like that, and the fact that it actually didn't over here as well. If we look at this candle, or the candle right before this one broke structure is when this one did. So I believe at 6:38, yeah, on this candle. So yeah, so you can see in Q, we actually ended up breaking structure off this candle right here, because we actually made a lower low, but we didn't break structure. So this became the lower low. So this actually is the new breaker structure point. We ended up closing below it. We broke structure here, but we didn't over here. And that same minute, we did not over here on ES. So I waited for the next candle. We did break structure, which also happened to be this big candle. And then I believe, I don't 100% remember how I did it, but I would assume that my stops were around right. I think they were at this wick. And then we went for a 1, 2, 1. Entry price. No, exit price, exit price. Word. Wait, I lost. Bro, it keeps doing this, bro. Look. This was from 11/21, bro. That was a long time ago. That was almost a month ago. What was the entry? What was the entry time or entry point? Or exit? 25/701. Because if we can find the exit, what the hell? Yo! Did we just see that? Did we just see what just happened there? What the hell just happened? This is gonna piss me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, are we dead ass? Oh my gosh. Brosef. Fucking hell, dude. All I want to do is fucking show them some shit. You won't even let me do that. $25,701, I think, right? Right there. I had it right there. What makes it a 1-to-1? That was the exit point, was right there? That can't be right. Oh, there we go. One sec. Anyways. Jeez. Sorry about that. Alright, so this was not the correct one. The one that was at 6 o'clock. The one that was at 6 p.m. The one that was at 18. 1738. Entry price, 25,711. 25,711. My entry price was not up there. It was right here? No, it wasn't, bro. I did not trade right there. I know for a fact I didn't because I remember doing it. That's wrong. What I did was right. This is right. Or not that. I'm pretty positive it was like this, bruh. I remember doing it. It was like this. Don't worry about that shit. That shit's stupid as fuck. But yeah, that is actually what I took. And yeah, that was the first banger. Second one is this one right here, which was the next day at 10:09. 10:09 on the 11th. On the 11th. 10:09, 10:09, 10:09. On the 10:09 on the 11th. Christmas card. 10:09. 10:09, baby. 10:09. Oh, another fair value gap entry. 10:09 is when I entered. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. This is the one that had me, like, I was like, burn. So yeah, we ended up, I think the reason that I didn't enter right here was because we didn't close over here. But to be honest, based on the situation, I shouldn't really always think that. Like, if it's clear we're going to go down, sometimes that extra candle of you waiting might be the difference between you actually getting a trade and it being too far and you get stopped out instead of your TP getting hit. So, but in this case, and then yeah, I remember I put my stop loss at that candle. I specifically remember that. And then boom, this is what happened. Yeah, and then straight after, boom. So I'm glad that glad it went back down. Otherwise, that would have been a little zesty, huh? And see, what did I tell you? That candle, literally, had it not gone back down, that candle would have literally been the difference between me hitting that trade and not. Because look, if you just go, okay, 2 candles of displacement with break structure, perfect. Put it right there. Go for a 1-to-1. Boom, proper. Boom. It hits before it even gets to this low. So even like with this trade down here, it would have to, it already went to this low and continued higher. But this one, boom, mitigates all the risk just on the way down. Boom. That is truly what I should have taken. But yeah. And final one. This one we actually have over here, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we're actually bullish until this. Hold on. Trade recap. So we're actually bullish until this closes. Currently, this is now bearish, but it's bullish in this scenario. Bearish on the 4-hour. You can see we ended up pushing past those lows right there. After a while, we were bearish, and are bearish here. We were bearish in pre-market as well. Bearish on the 30-minute. There was no really session highs or lows that were prominent that would have been useful, as you can fucking tell. 1 hour, we were bearish. We continued past the low, which means right here, which is this low right here. So you see this low, that is this line right here. And we continued past the low right here, over here. Honestly, I should have done it here, and I would have had a better, boom. No, maybe not. Never mind. There's probably a reason that you wouldn't want to do it. I'm trying to figure out what in here makes me not want to enter. It may be something on a 5-minute, but I just didn't necessarily like doing it like that. Like, it like comes past the low, and like I would have, maybe if there was a fair value gap tap and then 2 candles of displacement downwards, then I would have been like, all right, yeah. But it ended up going just completely inversing. And we had candles down. Yeah, we passed the low, but then we came back up and started inversing. Then we came back down, and then you see we actually tapped a fair value gap. Then we came down, then we tapped a fair value gap, and then we closed past, and then we tapped another. Honestly, I bet I did. The reason I didn't enter off this one was, of course, I wanted to see us come past this low. But we tapped a fair value gap and continued past it. But then we tapped it another one again, like I was just saying. I wanted to wait for the closure past it and then an entry. We closed past it, made an entry. Boom, enter off that. Or hold on. You know what? Oh, no. I did take this, but I did wait for a closure past this. So I waited at fair value gap tap. We had 3 candles of displacement. This one closed us past that. Probably did the same over here. So then I entered. Because I already knew we were going down. Because of the movement and the fact that we were already doing this. We literally came down. Then we came back up. Probably gathering like a little bit low resistance liquidity. Maybe some bullshit on the 30-second. I don't know. It's the market being the market. Came back up as a retrace. Then I see us coming back downwards and then making a fair value gap retrace. And then us closing past this low. Boom. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why. And then obviously, that's probably what I was thinking. And then I entered. And yeah, stops were at that high right there, and then 1-to-1. I almost went for a 1.5 or a 1-to-2 because I 100% could have, as you can obviously clearly tell. We on the daily were plummeting, as you can see. Boom. Yeah. Absolute menace drop. To for my own. Yeah, we also tapped this 1 hour fair value gap. That was another reason. We tapped the 1 hour fair value gap. We were continuing downwards. I see us. We closed past this low, but then we start pushing upwards. I'm like, okay, well, let me wait to see an entry to the downside after this retrace. Then I'll be, that was 100% confirmation. Now, if you're bold, you could take one right here, put your stops right there, and then you would probably take a 1-to-1 like about there. Maybe a 1.5 right there, like a 1-to-2. That's what I would do. But yeah, that is the weekly recap. We ended up with plus 1,500 this week. Next week, this is what we have on the calendar. Holy yeah. For a second, I thought that was like 2 weeks, but nope, that's 1 week. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is actually insane. Oh. Wow. Oh. Are you serious? I know why. Get your bitch ass off of here. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, that is absurd. Okay. So I work Monday, Wednesday. Wednesday and Monday are both days. I low-key might genuinely ask somebody if they'll take my Wednesday shift and I'll work Thursday. Because I low-key don't want to... Actually, no. This is tentative. So, at this point, I highly doubt... If it's still tentative, I highly doubt that it's going to just confirm by this week. So, this probably won't be here. And this is at 7:30. So, that will affect the market. But at the point of us trading, it really won't. And it'll actually probably help. So, Thursday, want to be off. Wednesday, I'd rather be off if there's not much going on. So, that'd be a nice day. So, maybe I work Monday, Tuesday, and then I have Wednesday... Wait, let me check the schedule. Hold on. Because I could have sworn that's what it was. Anyways. So let's see. I could have sworn I worked. Monday and Wednesday, yeah. So I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday. So I have 3 days off. to trade. And honestly, tomorrow I still might look at the charts at work. I'll just like literally I'll literally like when I get there like mark the charts, look for key points that you think will get hit, like and mark them out and that's it. And then only check your phone like every once in a while on higher time frames. Once you see that area get touched, all right, boom, go one time frame down. Okay, you're on the 15. All right, go down to the 5. Wait for a confirmation of some sort, then go down to the 1 minute. Go to the bathroom like one time. Well, the only time you can go to the bathroom is when you know you're about to take a trade. Or if you don't have time, just fucking place a trade, bro. And if they get pissed and send you home, hey, you want a fucking trade, bro? Who gives a fuck what they think, bro? I don't even want to be there anyways. So if they send me home, good, nigga. Oh, shit. Fuck. Good, bro. Anyways. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, we have Tuesday, Thursday, Friday off. I low-key would have rathered Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. Wait. I only get 3 days. I would have preferred Monday, Thursday, Friday. That's what I would have preferred. Because I really don't... I can work tomorrow, honestly. I'm fine with working tomorrow. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm honestly fine with working tomorrow. And seeing as how I am fine with it, I probably am gonna want to work tomorrow. And then just be glad that I have the next day off. And then maybe I can swap out my shift with somebody. Like my Wednesday shift and be like, hey, if you take my Wednesday shift, I'll work your Friday shift. Which honestly, no, I probably wouldn't do that. But I do have Thursday off, so that's good. I just don't want to Tuesday. Tuesday's the worst day. No, it's not. Most of it's at 7:30, so we don't care about that. The real kicker is PMI at 8:45. That may or may not make a impact. Most of the time, it doesn't make the greatest impact, and you're still good to trade. So Tuesday's probably good. So I have Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Those are honestly good days. Honestly, that's a fine lineup. And then I have Saturday off, which means that I then have Sunday off. So that means I actually have 4 days in a row I have off. Which is that next week. What's next week? I'm gonna go ahead and pre-fire next week and figure out what I want. Oh, that's Christmas! Let's go. Okay, so that means I only get I only got 20 hours. So I'm low-key fine with that. So 20 hours means 2 days. What 2 days would I want to work this week? Fortnite Battle Pass. So, this is Christmas. This is Christmas Eve. So if I work Monday, Tuesday, I have Wednesday, Christmas Eve off. I have Christmas Day off. I have the day after Christmas off, and I have the day after Christmas off, which is also the weekend. So that means if anybody, my friends want to hang out for Christmas, boom, can. And then I have Sunday off, which means extra long weekend for me to do anything with the boys, because I'll actually, anything that I get from Christmas, I don't need to set up or, show off. That'll be fun. So Monday, Tuesday is what I want to work the week of Christmas, which is the week after next week. Or after this upcoming week. Dang, Christmas is after this week. Let's go, baby. Da, 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 I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's Christmas music going on my Alexa right there. Yeah. Anyways. That's weird. But that's going to be the end of this weekly recap. This was a great week. This next week is going to be a banger week. I am telling you now. It hasn't even started, and I already know it, dude. We may even, actually, I already know for a fact, we are going to pass these accounts before the year's over. I can feel it. I can feel it, bro. Oh, my bad. My bad, cuz. Alright, and then the week after Christmas, obviously we're going to want this day. We're going to want this day, these 3 days off. So, again, we're going to want to work Monday, Tuesday. So, for the next... So, we already... Oh, someone's in the group chat. What did they say? Start your cars early and bundle up? Why are they telling me it's going to be... Why are they telling me it's going to be cold tomorrow? No, it's not. Oh, my gosh. It is. Oh my gosh. No. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. It's 34 degrees right now. It does not feel like 34. It does not feel like 24. It does not, bro. What? If it feels like 24 outside, bro, then I don't even know. I don't even know. To be honest. Today, the low is 24. When? Now? Tomorrow morning, it's gonna be... Oh my gosh. So when does it start to gain? Around 10 a.m.? Oh my gosh. Oh my... Bro, you're kidding. You are kidding me, bro. Wait, what about wind? What about wind? What about wind? What about wind? Wind. 3 miles an hour? Okay, that's fine. There's no wind. It's not that cold. When there's no wind, it's really not that cold. It's not that serious. But when there's wind, that's when it's like, oh, hell no. That's when it becomes terrible. And by the time that the wind picks up, it's not gonna be as cold. So around 7 a.m., 3 miles per hour, 2 miles per hour. Wind gusts up to 8. That's not that bad. Honestly, we're chilling. If there's no wind, we're good. We're good. All right. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Great week. This next week's gonna be a peak week, bro. I mean, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I will see you guys in the next video, which is gonna be When's it gonna be? Maybe Monday. Oh, hello. Maybe Monday. If I get a trade, I'll do a video after work. I'll let you guys know. I might not because they've been on my ass about being on my phone for some reason. Even though, like, bro, when I'm done changing a tire and then I put it in the air cage I'm waiting for it to air up. I can't do anything about airing it up because the air cage, it's literally getting aired up by a machine. And then I'm on my phone because I'm sitting there waiting for it. And that's the one time that I have to check my phone. So I check my phone and they're like, you are on your phone a lot. They've been saying that recently. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up, bro. Shut up. So yeah, either Monday or Tuesday. I will see you guys next. Peace.